Meg.
Hi.
First of all, happy anniversary for our D&D campaign. Today, the day that we're recording this, is our 2-year campaign anniversary.
It is.
Yep, we play this weekend. We have a really big game. It's our 50th game also. How funny is that our 50th game happened to fall in the same week of our 2-year anniversary?
You know, I really love that, though. There's something about that.
It's like strikingly poetic, is it not?
It is. I just realized I'm going to have to dig out my outfit for... I've been packing.
Yeah. Yeah. We're all supposed to dress up, and I am supposed to be dressing up as our pirate captain friend who is based off of Ford from the Mighty Nine.
His name is Travis.
His name is Travis Hines, and he is a nice southern boy.
You have to talk in that accent the whole session, I fear.
The entire campaign, I've got a DM with the southern drawl.
Yeah, if you're dressing up as Travis, you are Travis.
Regardless, we're here for a different reason, though. Meg, are you ready to finish EXU Downfall?
I am. Dude, I am so excited from where we left off. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Oh, yes. Shit is about to get real.
Oh, yeah.
So, hi everyone. Welcome back to Rated MA. As always, I'm Allie and this is Meg, and today we are finishing EXU Downfall. This is part 3 of 3. This is also episode 3, the finale. Technically episode 101 of Bell's Hells, but you get the idea. I have seen Downfall before. Meg has not. Meg knows a little bit about the fate of Aeor, given that she is a little experienced with the Mighty Nine, still working her way through the campaign. And having learned it from the animated show, knows that Aeor lies in the frozen north of Wildmount, and is a tundra hellscape, basically.
Yeah.
We're really excited to get into this. We left at a pretty precarious spot in the combat in which 3 of the arcane wards had just been destroyed. If I remember correctly, it was Vitality, Magic, and what was the other one? Was it like Potency or something? Yeah, it was.
Potency, yeah.
So 3 of the upper wards had been damaged, and we left off. Brennan was just getting ready to have Nick, Abu, and Nashir introduce what these wards will do to the primes and the betrayers here at the Malleus Factorum. Factorum Malleus. You get the idea. We're very excited to get into this, so are you ready to begin?
I'm so ready. One last thing. If you want to see these unedited, hop to our Patreon. You can join for $3. Be able to access our unedited reactions that also do come out early, a day early. And also the reaction itself, the edited reaction comes out a day early as well. So if you want to check it out there, you can also buy the collection.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Meg, you ready to begin?
I'm so ready.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Also, Meg and I take notes as we go through this. Forgot about that. We have notebooks.
I cannot believe that. I really cannot believe that. Unbelievable.
And I'm eating Icelandic chocolate, so.
At this point, the first ward crumbles. Archheart, filling you first. Please read Divine Magic.
Once per turn, you may cast any cleric spell or domain spell of a domain you grant of any level once per turn without using a spell slot.
What?
Cast a 9th level spell every turn.
What?
After calculating all bonuses, double your spell save DC and double the range, area of effect, and duration of all your spells.
Oh, no.
They get a free 9th level spell every turn just because they can.
At the beginning of your turn, if you have not taken damage since the beginning of your last turn, you regenerate all hit points.
What?
All death saving throws are considered nat 20s. Max current HP and temp HP granted by your spells and abilities is multiplied by 10.
What?
Wait.
Immune to the poisoned, petrified, paralyzed conditions, immune to disease.
Oh my god.
So,
Yeah.
max current. So I go from 14 hit points to 140. Sick.
What we can do to make the math a little easier with D&D Beyond is I'm just going to take damage and divide it by 10 as I give it to you.
Okay.
Cool.
Right?
Cool.
It's just a 0. Nashir, would you please read Divine Potency?
Oh, I'm so excited. All damage from spells and weapon attacks are multiplied by 10.
What?
Are you nuts?
After rolling an attack roll, double the result. After calculating all bonuses,
For barbarian, this is
double
crazy.
your armor class. Double
Oh,
your range
no.
with ranged weapons.
Oh no.
It's not a fair fight, and it never was.
I told you you had no idea.
But it's really not fair now.
Another shot.
Everyone take copies of Divine Potency if you need it.
Oh my god.
As Asha and Salaha dance, your bodies, Asha, your physical body splits and bleeds as vines and roots begin to grow out from you. Salaha, the machinery of your body is a suggestion because you are raw possibility and beauty. You are losing your mortal selves. They are leaving you.
That's cool.
They're regaining their divinity.
Trist, that is your turn. You come charging into the battle, joining your brethren here.
This is gonna get nasty.
Yes, it is.
Trist, you rush into this space. What are you going to do?
Okay, so at the start of the turn, if you've not taken damage since the beginning of your last turn, you regenerate all hit points.
You're at full health.
Okay, I'm at full health. Okay.
You're at 2,180 health.
Okay, let's just
Take that on
see.
board.
Okay, great. Okay.
Like for-
So,
for real?
You're at two. You have 2,000 hit points.
What?
They have 2,000 hit points. It's their hit points times 10. Nashir has almost 300 hit points. So Nashir is at like, oh, well, he would be at almost 3,000, but like Nick had like 240. He has 2,400 hit points.
I think I was so excited I missed all of that.
Yeah, Brennan said that he's going to just divide the damage by 10 because it's equivalent.
That's right.
Does this actually affect me?
This actually does affect you.
Even though I am a representative and not actually.
Oh, that's an
divine
interesting.
myself?
That's an interesting point.
Oh.
I'm going to say, Nashir, I leave that up to you. Do you feel that it makes more sense?
I don't think it would affect me.
Honorable, and I appreciate that. The emissary, yes.
The emissary's not a god.
It is still.
doesn't get
it is-
any of this.
You know that there is
Gotta
still
kill
a
the shit out of emissary.
Yeah.
2,000
Got it,
hit
got it,
points.
got it, got it.
2,000 hit
Well, the
points
good news is I'm
can
still
be.
taking half of all his damage. So, and I have a lot more health than I did 2 seconds ago.
I can take up that mantle.
2,000 hit points will be scrubbed away in an instant by this weapon.
Do you have a condition?
I'm stunned. Or no, I'm not
You're
no
no
longer
longer
stunned.
stunned.
I'm frightened,
You are frightened.
and
yes.
I am beat up pretty bad.
Okay, so
You can do a 9th level spell free.
so you are, because you are within 10 feet of me now, you cannot be frightened.
Mass heal. You can heal 700 hit points to anyone you can see.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Let's do that. And then you are back up.
Um,
And then
that's,
all of us-
that's divided
all of us
any way you choose. And creatures that you heal are also cured of all diseases, blinding, and deafening.
Great,
Oh, wow.
great. Okay,
so you can hit
so-
Amira and the emissary.
yes, let me do that.
So how much total is that? Because you probably will have more to
That was
spread around.
240 for me.
Damn.
That was 105 for me.
You still have 355 left to
I'll
swing around.
once you're done, I'll take like 10 points.
I'll
like,
give you
I-
some.
I'll take a.
Just so everybody's
14.
full up.
Great.
Anybody who needs healing, take it.
Yeah. I'll
Great.
take that. Do you need any healing? You all right?
Wait, to
Uh,
Shar,
yeah, I will.
Yeah,
no,
yeah, take
How
some.
much do you need?
Yes, to Shar,
Oh,
but Tashar's
Tashar.
okay. Yeah,
Okay.
Tashar's okay?
Tashar's okay right
What do you need?
Just like maybe like 40.
You
Oh,
got
I
it.
mean, yeah, just top off.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that leaves 301 for me.
Okay, great.
Cool.
Wow, that mass heal, it helps a lot, but it goes down fast when you're super high level.
I want to talk to the construct here in front of
Yes.
me and try to persuade it to do something.
Oh.
Amazing. What do you want to persuade it to do?
I want you to destroy the ward in front of you.
This construct was created by the might of Aeor to destroy the gods and protects the weapon meant to kill them with its very life. So it's going to be a DC 40 persuasion check.
High. That's
I
high.
love it. I'm dying.
It would be
Ooh,
double.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so I rolled
Mhm.
a natural 19,
Okay.
Oh.
So you got it.
and then for persuasion I have plus 11,
So that's 30.
and after rolling a skill check, double the result.
Yes.
Passes.
This machine crafted by the greatest mortal mages ever, looks through impenetrable darkness, crafted by the matron of ravens, and it sees the light of hope and redemption and healing from the dawn of time. There is no possibility for it to ignore the commands of its makers. It would take a miracle for it to do something like that. It goes, I believe. And it's going to punch the ward underneath its feet.
That is sick.
Ashley.
But it's like not exclusive.
Oh. You get to choose one.
Oh, I get to choose one?
You get to pick one.
Just like give them.
I mean,
Divine resistance. Legendary resistances times 5.
All of you have legendary
What?
resistances. So you have 5 legendary resistances.
After rolling a saving throw, double the results. Immune to all non-magical damage, immune to all weapon damage from non-artifact weapons, immune to all spell damage from spells of 6th level or lower. You gain 2 elemental damage immunities and 4 elemental damage resistances of your choosing.
That is
I picked
crazy.
Radiant as an immunity.
They're gods, Megan.
I know, but I've never heard this. This is insane. It makes me kind of wonder what our gods are like.
Well, they'll be based off of this. So pretty fucking strong.
Don't piss them off. Got it.
So this dragon is going to make its attacks. Again, with disadvantage. Miss.
So fun.
What's that? This is now everyone. The first hour of the combat, like, what the fuck are you doing, man? And now everyone's like, la 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 la. Okay. Dragon does not recharge breath weapon.
Can I suggest that everyone be immune to radiant damage?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I'm about to pop up.
what do you,
yeah.
Laura? You do what kind of damage do you do?
No, that's psychic damage in the.
So psychic damage, radiant damage. I'm gonna add some fire damage just for psychic and radiant seem like good ideas.
We've also definitely got to be careful with the emissary, right?
Teleporting to the ruined dais, a group of Aeorian archmages, their cities being destroyed, rush forward. I am going to need 2 Constitution saving throws from Salaha, 2 Constitution saving throws from the Wild Mother.
Are we doing anything? Did our Constitution change on anywhere? I feel like it did.
After rolling a saving throw, double the result.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's 60.
20, 30, 40, 50, something.
And I'm assuming these are spell levels higher than 6.
Yes.
Great.
46, 60 and 46.
17, 27, 28, 40, something in the 40s, 50s.
Necrotic damage comes rocketing at you. 4 wish spells come barreling down, 2 to each of you. But you saved for half, so it's 120 halved to 60 necrotic, 60 necrotic, and then 60 force damage and 60 force damage.
That's 12 damage then. Because
That's yes. So it's 12 damage to each.
Oh,
Oh my.
it's nothing.
It's so evil.
So yes, 12 damage to each of you from 4 wish spells.
That's unheard of.
That is so fucking crazy.
That's them. Up here, one of them uses a force wave, hurls this automaton off the side, knowing it now to be a traitor. And the other one is going to drop a meteor swarm of their own here.
Hell yeah.
In the midst of all of this.
We deserve
Speak for yourself.
I got you, dog. I can take all your damage.
I am going to
Is this
spectral wings.
This is the
Spectral wings.
third
Okay,
turn.
amazing.
pop out from behind Triss, white and metallic, and I am going to embrace the emissary with the wings, and you get a +6 bonus to your AC.
Ooh, that's really cool.
I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw from everybody in this area. So that's Aiden, Amira, the emissary, and Trist.
So that would be 52.
This was a dex?
Oh, this would be 52. Amazing. This is Dex, yeah.
18, 36.
Okay.
43.
Oh, the gods are here. Emissary, what did you roll?
So I got an 8 plus 5.
Okay.
And then I get a plus 5 for being within range of you.
Yeah.
18.
So I get an 18.
You are going to take the full 140 points of damage.
Okay.
No.
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 We can, so
Um,
firstly, that's 70. That is because we're bonded. That's 7.
So how much HP you got left?
215.
Okay.
I mean, all right.
Oh, right, because you got fully healed.
okay.
Lol.
But I'm gonna stay close.
I was like, wait, he's close to. Oh, she's fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay close.
Unbelievable.
Feeling this surge of divine energy as Aiden, the Dawn child. I think you all watch as Aiden rapidly begins to age, and he will, as he like rapidly begins to age, he like doubles over, and then, like bursts up, and I will cast Sunburst
Cool.
as an explosion of light
Ooh.
fills
8th level spell.
120 feet of this chamber because I'm doubling radius. So that is 12d6 radiant damage
Times
on a
10.
failed save. So literally everyone.
That's crazy.
Everyone in this chamber.
Everyone here. 35, 36, 37. Times 10.
370.
So 370 damage to everyone here, and anyone who fails their saving throw of a 38 is blinded for a minute.
Morning comes.
And as the Dawnfather truly begins to shine, he will look out at the wizards, especially of Aeor, and say, your magic blotted out the sun.
Oh.
And so you could not see the stars and forgot that there were things above you.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then dawn will break.
I got shivers from that actually.
That's one of my favorite lines. There's like the line in Calamity that Brennan has, which is like, but in order for me to look up, they have to be beneath, or I have to be beneath them or something. Then there's Nick's line about you forgot there were things above you. And then there's some stuff in Divergence as well. There's one in Divergence that I've always loved where a woman, when she's fighting and she's like about to die, she says, change is coming and I am change. And I always loved that. I have that on a t-shirt. But yeah, Nick's little thing right there. Ooh!
It's good.
I was way more psyched when I started that action than I feel now.
It didn't take Selena out.
Good speech, though.
Yeah.
You didn't take Selena out. Wow.
Selena, immune to fire, immune to radiant. You kill 3 dragons in a single spell.
Whoa.
The shadow dragon goes, no, and you see, we didn't even get to have this moment necessarily, but you see these dragons go. The shadow Ataro, the brass dragon, silver dragon. No, not my city. My city. My name was.
Are you okay?
And she vanishes.
Yes, I just remembered who that was. I'm going to tell you this now because it's not revealed in this. That was Bolo from Calamity. Bolo is the silver dragon. Brennan revealed that in one of the behind the scenes things.
Bolo. No.
Bolo from Aeor. That's what she told Quay.
That's crazy. I liked Bolo.
She got killed by a god, brother.
Hey, if there's one way to go out, I think getting killed by a god is pretty gnarly.
Like, as this surge of divine energy has entered us, the glow that was sort of emanating from Aiden has moved from his heart to his head, and his face is still visible, but he has aged and is crying.
Oh.
You witness a very different battlefield before you. How much damage did you do?
So it was 370, half to
185.
185.
185. This last irrevocable is still up.
How?
That was my action.
Yeah, go for it.
So I will just leap onto the platform, and then I will move 40 feet towards this thing, and then that will put me within 30 feet of hearing or seeing or hearing rather, of Asha, and I will say, only 2 wards remain. And I will commanding rally you. You may have you used your reaction this turn?
Nope, I don't.
No, you have not. I don't think so.
Just that.
Oh, you just
Oh, you did. Yeah.
You've used
Such long
yours.
turns, it's so hard to know.
Yeah.
So Laha used his reaction on the turn where he cast Meteor Swarm.
Yeah.
You haven't yet. I will use commanding rally on you. You can throw your weapon. You can make an attack.
Whoa.
Against one of the wards.
Against one of the wards.
That one right there.
And you will add. These dice are so sick. You will add 4 damage.
You'll add 40 damage.
You'll add 80 damage because you double damage to objects. Bye bye.
So that's 5 plus what? 16. So that's 21.
To hit.
21 to hit. That hits.
So that's 18 plus 80.
Well, you rolled an 8. That goes up to 18, which becomes a 36 plus 80. So 100.
No, because it's not double because he's not a god.
He's not a god. Right.
He doubles damage to objects, though. Always.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Not that it
that's-
really mattered, but just
So like 160 damage.
116.
This hole is just cleft off. This like lip of this machine, as this axe, divine justice is here.
Divine awareness. True sight. Blind sight. Tremor sense to 120 feet. Must be nice. You can speak and understand all languages, spoken and written, and can communicate telepathically with any creature you can see.
That is cool.
Immune to charmed, frightened, stunned, blinded, and deafened conditions.
As you all gain true sight, illusion fades. Father Milo Kaust disappears.
Is that Father? He wasn't even sending. It wasn't.
He
even,
did what you did. He's somewhere doing something sketchy.
That's why he came out and he didn't even fucking do anything. He was just like, the Dawnfather's here, and then didn't do anything.
You hear a voice, matron.
It's close by. It's close by.
And you see Selena up at the top, the archmage. Small glass encasement around her neck. Something that the Celestial handed to her in the recording. You've used your action, bonus action. There's 1 ward left. It is Selena's turn. You who I made, who made me. I wish to know your light. The gift you have given, take back from me if you need. Please let me know your light.
No. And I kind of just walk back and just watch her.
She stands, she takes the glass and sends it to oblivion, tossing it up. Within that encasement is a god that is about to be destroyed by the Factorum Malleus. You see that she is preparing with this object interaction. There is a spell happening. In this moment, you have both used your reactions, but
Was that Father Milo in there?
I will allow you, because she
Maybe.
is reverent to you in this moment, you can do one of 2 things. A member of your family here from the dawn of time, she is rocketing towards the starry portal above to send to oblivion forever. She is also attempting to cast some piece of mortal magic, perhaps something to save herself. Who knows?
We don't know which family member it is.
You don't know which family member it is. and you do not know what she's attempting to do.
Fuck! I'm gonna go and save her from the family member.
You leap up, catch the emblem. Slitch is going nuts in that little glass case. Before it goes to oblivion, you save something eternal that you have loved forever. A wish spell that she makes in this moment. What we have worked and strived and bled for, let no god take away. Her mind pierces your chest. The scrolls within you feed into her mind, and she casts it out wide. You feel her mind. We move from this moment as her wish unfurls, escaping, vanishing towards the edges. We move from here. Emissary, it is your turn.
Where is the last remaining ward?
Right here with this revocable. But you need to be prepared. You have to have when that goes down, you need to be ready.
I'll turn to the Everlight. And I just whisper, I am worthy. And he leaps to get to the platform. Oh, so actually, I can rage and then dash.
Yes,
correct?
you can. Yep.
But would that allow me to get onto the platform?
Yes.
Okay. So
give me athletics with advantage as you go into a rage.
Okay.
Realizing I let him out of the embrace of the wings.
So
And you can roll twice and take the better of the rolls, too.
Oh, yeah. Natural 20.
Oh,
Emissary,
my baby.
your chest. Blue light glowing within. You surge forward, rushing across the platform. Your chained axes, your scales, up. Alighting on top, you pull yourself up, and on a nat 20, you are standing in the midst of this platform with your action.
The stones that encase my form have now whirled to like a frightening speed, and it's generating heat. And the ice that forms like the core of my shape, my face has almost started to melt inward, and we're starting to see what looks like his face receding into a hood as he readies his action and draws the axes back. If that space clears, he's going for it.
Emira, that is your turn.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna try to Eldritch Blast the guy.
Hell yeah. The automata on top of it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Do you have go ahead and give me your attacks. Give me 4 attacks.
I rolled a 6 times 10
60.
plus a bunch of other
Oh,
shit
you rolled a 6 on the die?
on the die.
So plus 5 is 11. It's 110.
Okay. And then I'm gonna pull him off of the thing.
Nice.
Gone.
Great. And then I'm gonna use my next ones to hit the ward.
Go ahead and roll your next attack.
So that's 13 plus 11 times 2.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
The same thing, 6 plus whatever.
Okay, last arcane ward.
110 damage.
It's just nuts now.
As the ward
Alright,
shatters,
Laura.
the 7th ward. Go ahead and read that.
Divine Vigor. You regain all limited use class features at the beginning of your turn. You're immune to exhaustion. After calculating all bonuses, double your speed. You regain all your legendary. No, you regain legendary actions 3 per round.
You all have legendary actions. At the end of your enemy's turns, you may do what they've been doing the whole time. You're not the heroes. You're NPCs. You're the gods. You have legendary actions, legendary resistances. First of all, Emissary, what do you do?
He draws his arms back. The scales of justice fall from his hands and kind of hang there. And for a moment, we see the silhouette of the scales of justice. And he lets fly.
Thundering down through the column, blue light. In the last moment of this ward, a power that Cassida could not imagine disanimates the Factorum. A blast of energy. Time begins to slow. As it slows, we see reaching through, your divine vigor brought to you. Your mortal selves are being rent asunder in this moment. Your full godhood is now completely passable to Aeor. It can arrive here in this moment, in this time. All you need to do is tell me that you are shedding your form. The glass emblem in your hand. Your godhood is here. You can shatter this cage of one of your siblings with but a thought, if you so wish.
I keep thinking of the failsafe.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will give it to the Wild Mother.
Mm-hmm.
And look to Selena. And I think I'm going to embrace her.
Everyone. All of the mortal wizards of Aeor. I give to you now our last hope. I give to you our last hope. Flee, run if you can. Find a way out. Wild Mother, you see one of your siblings caged in here.
Sins for family. I release it.
Arcadia appears before you. Where is he?
Oh no!
We lost him.
You fucking Oh
We
no!
lost him.
Standing here in this place, the emissary pulsing with light. You know that several things are about to happen in short order. Emissary dispelling. This is about to release an unimaginable amount of energy. In a moment, there is suddenly confusion in this moment of triumph. I'm going to go and just ask everyone here to tell me what their action would be in this moment, watching as Arcadia appears. Selena collapses into the Archheart's arms, still feeling the power of her wish. She keeps saying, everyone. And Arcadia says, where is he?
I am going to take out my sending stone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to whisper into it, I love you, and I'm sorry. And I'm going to load it into the slingshot and just try to let it go, to try to go find my family.
Across an ocean, in the land of Guisar, a bloodied werebear and a burnt dryad fight side by side with the champion of the Matron of Ravens, surrounded by devils who have come here to destroy this place. They bring as many as they can from Hawk's Hill with them. A massive fiend. We do love to destroy her followers most of all. Stands over two small, half-furbolg children. As the fiend raises a wicked blade from across an ocean, a brilliant light shines like a star lit on the horizon. Stone from a slingshot. The fiend's head is destroyed. And as the light glows, Topher steps forward, picks up the stone, and holds its partner, knowing that he will never speak to his mother in this world again. Haley puts a hand on his shoulder as the devils come, knowing that his slingshot just saved them, and that it's okay to tell a little lie. Haley looks up at the fiends approaching in waves. Pervan,
Goldrick soaked in blood. Haley and Topher both look, holding the stones. I love you, double, triple infinity.
Shut
And both of
up.
them rise and glow, and light pours forth from them, and they move towards the army of fiends. And a new dawn comes. Devils peel back as the blood of the divine wends its way across Wissar. The calamity is not over, but its final chapter has begun.
I'm not gonna lie, that got me a little bit. I didn't think it would because I knew it was coming.
Oh.
Ooh, I'm fighting tears. They're winning currently, but I'm fighting them.
I will take a legendary action.
Mhm.
My speed is doubled.
Yes.
So that's 40 to 80.
Yeah.
So I will move 80 feet.
Back. As you do, you notice and see that Tishar and Zaharsht are gone.
Can I
Mhm.
pull out the vial
Yes, you can.
and I bamf it out? Where is he?
Oh, he's with the spider.
I'll betray our gods for a reason.
Hey, they did what they said they were going to do, but now the deal's over. That machine is broken.
I'm going to cast, because I'm looking here and I'm like, I'm going to cast a gate.
Yeah.
As a legendary action,
Yeah.
which is the 9th level spell of the cleric, right?
Mhm.
And this can be basically anyone can get out, whoever's up top here, if they want to run out or whatever, if they want to. But I'm going to stay here in this form
Yes.
with
Selena.
Selena.
You were right. And there's still work to be done. Well done. No half measures. Kiss them on the forehead, and I speed at lightning speed towards whatever the fuck is happening out there.
Dawnfather and Wildmother, Matron of Ravens. Are you remaining in this chamber with the emissary and the archheart, or are you following out to whatever they have discovered?
Wait. Oh, the emissary has to die. Oh, the emissary is
I'm
gonna
gonna follow.
die.
I'm gonna follow.
I wasn't sure if you had caught that or not yet, but yes.
I kind of had a feeling when they were like, he's the only thing stopping it, and I'm like, oh.
You, with your incredible divine senses, can no longer hear Cassida. You don't hear her. You should be able to hear her with your divine senses.
Can
You
I
cannot hear
feel the thread that I had with her?
With her?
I wanted to
You
feel it.
cannot. You cannot feel the thread with her.
You cannot heal everything. But you can always try.
I'm going to reach out, and knowing that the emissary is scared, at least in these final moments, I hope that they feel peace, and I'm going to cast Calm Emotions
Oh.
and go.
Yes, Arcadia's
So
here with you.
I'm just as a quick one.
Yeah.
As this is all happening,
Yeah.
I'm going to like telepathically sort of tell her the poem.
You begin to recite the poem, the thing that now resides within your chest. You see on the ground, desiccated, gaunt, bloody, her rib cage cracked open
Ooh.
and destroyed, is Cassida.
No.
Standing over her is Amaris, your husband.
Oh.
You look shocked. I always look like the most beautiful person anyone has ever seen. The Lord of the Hells, who has been wearing Arcadia's form for some time, steps out. I'm going to tell you something now. Before she died, she renounced you. It's even better than killing a follower. He smiles with a scroll and calls out, "Turn it on them, now!" And you see he holds the keys to the Factorum Malleus in his hands.
I'm going to guiding bolt him.
Did anybody here beat a 16? What'd you get?
18.
You act first.
Okay, I'm going to do guiding bolts at 9th level. 51. Does that make sense?
Hell yeah. I'm going to ask you something right now, Everlight. The Lord of the Hells, the horns curled back from his head, delighted at the chance to do this, what you have always done, leans forward with his chin out, as if to say, give me your best shot. He holds the scroll in his hand. Where do you aim?
Ooh. Good question.
Aim at the scroll.
Go ahead and roll damage.
50.
500 damage to the scroll.
You cinder it or sunder it.
The light connects. The Lord of the Hells attempts to duck out of the way. No! The light hits, and in this chamber, the emissary's work is done. You begin to come out of time stop. Emissary, you are filled with light, begin to disanimate. The knowing mistress looks at you, Archheart, looks at Selena. The blast is too much. Selena is going to be rent asunder. Everyone. Every wizard of flesh and blood within Aeor is seeded by her wish with the knowledge of how to create the Factorum Malleus. As the emissary disanimates, the knowing mistress looks at you, Archheart, as that final blast of energy is coming. You can allow it to do its terrible work, or you can attempt to redirect it and do something else with it.
I'm going to redirect it.
Where are you going to redirect it?
This energy.
Yeah. Coursing up from underneath the emissary, the weapon, all of it.
To the city.
Emissary, you are destroyed. Archheart, you have Selena, the knowing mistress, and the entire Genesis ward. Buckles up, buildings thrown into the sky. The Genesis ward is cored out, emptied. And every piece of broomstone in the city disenchants. The city lurches horrifyingly to one side. Little arcane engines trying and failing to stop the inevitable as the city-state of Aeor lists towards a frozen island. Land of Iselcross. As the city descends, the energy redirects to the city, and all of your forms are rent asunder. Emissary, you're standing in a dark place with a very enormous figure, a goddess with a white mask and raven feathers. Are you still scared?
It's so dark. But I know you.
Oh.
Are you here to take me to Mama?
They take my mask off, and my size shrinks to where I'm the same size as Emissary. You did well, child. And there will be light.
And want to go home now.
And I pull his soul to me and send it on its way. To Mother.
Find those who are worthy and take them home.
They hear those words. And in the final moment before the city crashes, the small child in that hospital bed is not there anymore.
I know, I'm tearing up too.
I thought the emissary might get me, but it got me more than I was expecting it to.
Archheart, nearest to the center of the blast, with Selena being kept safe as you redirect the energy to the city. She's still blinded, still in your arms, and she hears the horror, realizing that her wish put the thing that you were hell-bent on destroying everywhere in her city.
I'd like you to know something. I've never been so proud of something as much as I have been of you. You've created something so beautiful, so pure. A weapon of destruction, yet preservation. You asked for the light. Then go, and I'll push her through the gate.
She's gone. As the Archheart sheds his mortal form and returns to full godhood, what does he feel?
Peace. Slightly giddy.
The mortal forms of the Spider Queen, the Crawling King, and the Ruiner, waiting for their chance to bend this weapon against all of you, are instead destroyed as the energy redirects towards them.
I'm going to hold this to the very end. I return to what I am and become a wolf, a tired gray wolf. And I head to you and I just nuzzle and collapse.
Oh.
I shed the mortal form. And as I do, there's comfort in putting that mask that has no emotion back on my face. We are children in those forms. We know so much. And so little.
I didn't want Father to be right. I wanted to save them. And he'll look at his fallen brother. Why must it always be like this?
Don't come to me with your tears. Don't come to me with your tears. What choices have I ever made? I wanted us to be together. And you chose them. You had your chance. For us to be family. And now we're something else. I hate you! And I always will! Forever! Until the stars twinkle out of the sky! Until nothing is left but darkness. I will hate you.
Aiden's head explodes with light. Do not lie to me, as he assumes his true form.
The Lord of Hells abjured mortal form destroyed. And as you command him not to lie, he is gone. In the skies overhead, you see this being that, like the coughing grandfather from Hawk's Hill, is in too much pain to let go.
I miss you so much.
You found this place. You found it. And you can't be in it without hurting. So you did this to me, didn't you?
I will never not be sorry. And I go and I turn into the human form and I go for an embrace.
You embrace a creature that claws and bites and attacks and wounds. But all of the blood that has ever flowed in this world is yours.
This is how I'm going to lose my mortal form. I sit and feel the hooks and the barbs claw and bend, and I bleed, and blood flows, and then juices of fruit and honey and sap and everything that is bounty. It's the only gift I can give my poor brother, who I've ruined.
You stand here and see the body of Cassida before you. You think back to the hospital. Father Milo left the room and Arcadia didn't. Another follower of yours destroyed by the Lord of the Hells, by the betrayers. He said that she renounced you before the end. Do you think that's true?
It doesn't matter. I'll go over to her body and make her whole again. I know I won't bring her back.
You make her whole. A thread goes from her to the matron.
I just look to the Dawnfather and the matron. That didn't feel right. Can I go over to her and envelop her? I'm so grateful for the embrace.
Dark wings up above, storms, thundering, winds so fast that none can escape, and yet a tinge of gray in the dark storm. The sun is rising. Cassida is left in repose. The knowledge dies with her. Hallis, her son, he was sent from here. Was he sent somewhere in the world of Exandria, or was he sent somewhere far beyond that?
He was sent to Exandria.
The last avatar unravels. You held on for as long as you could. High above the clouds, the sun rises. Under the storms, crawling things of pain and suffering, dark caves of spiders, ruination and destruction follow the fleeing Lord of Hells, ready to wage war anew. A war that is the greatest warmth they will ever know.
Is it possible to, before we leave this room,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know a spell, but is there some sort of spell that can cast like a bubble of protection, like a dome, to protect the body of Cassida, so
Yes.
she's not damaged when we
Yes.
crash?
That's interesting. I forgot about. I was thinking about it, but I forgot that she actually did that.
The knowing mistress stands with you. She looks. The Lord of Hells will not be long gone. Once the city crashes, they will gather the others and they will know we are here. We should not dawdle long.
We had to try.
I know.
The knowing mistress looks to the lawbearer. Why didn't you, at the last minute, why didn't you come?
For love. If something were to happen to her, I could not break my own rules to save her. And so I gave up my son. Thank you for taking care of him.
He was of pure heart.
Thank you, sister. Sister.
Always.
The city vanishes, and all of you feel a noise, a sound, a pulse, impact, ruin.
Why are your children bound by rules that you will not follow? We have broken this place.
Our efforts have been half measures. We seek to do as we did before, not to kill our kin who oppose us, to place them in realms of their own design that they craft into some torture, perhaps to torment us, I do not know. It will not last unless we close the door behind us.
This is the only home I've ever known.
This was ours. No. No.
Look how far they came, my love. They almost took it from us by force.
If we do this, it protects them from the others as well.
We protect them. Do we? Look at what you've wrought, Dawnfather.
I have ushered many souls this day.
We killed them for being good. My heart is tired.
Each and every betrayer need be sealed away before we even consider what is to become of us. But consider it we must. If not today, then when some new sun rises. We will address this calamity. I believe that we can end it. We just must try and be willing to do whatever it takes. Don't tarry long, my siblings. She vanishes. I would ask you to tell me how each of you leave this place.
I walk up to my wife. I take her hands. I'm not angry. Not even a little. I couldn't have if you had been there. I couldn't have been that person. It was too much.
A forest with rules.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me all about my son.
Take your hand when we walk, and I tell you every moment of that brave child.
The wild mother and lawbearer depart.
I'm gonna walk up to the matron. Please give them more time here. And if they should come to see you a little too early, send them back.
I cannot do that. Not even for you, sister.
I look up and there are threads, golden threads, above your head, infinite. And I point at two that are right next to each other and bring them low, shining, very strong.
Kids.
They will do great things. And then you will see them again. We talk about time a lot. Now, their lives are just a blip in ours, but having been here, it's not about the length of time in a life, it's about how it's spent. And I would do it all over again. I love you all, but I believe it was worth it.
Was it?
As a former mortal, yes, it was.
I hope you're right, sister.
Everlight, move from this place.
I'm going to put my hand on your shoulder. You're full of surprises. I'll go.
In the skies over the sea, the Archheart and the Dawnfather stand. The sun is fully risen. It's glorious.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
In my heart, I knew this was all going to happen. I mean, there are children after all. Got to go out there, do their own thing. That's what we did.
Not to see them. Not to stand by their side. Not to be there. Day after day.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what makes it so great. Makes those moments really last. Besides, we'll always be there in some way, shape, or form. And with that, I'm going to take a strand of my hair, twirl it in my finger, and throw it. You'll always be here in a book.
This world, this beautiful world. Could you really bear to say goodbye?
I walk to the edge of the continent where this island lays that now contains the crumbles of this once mighty city. And the Dawnfather just touches the earth
and he does not want to leave. But if his family is set on it, he cannot lose more. And as he kneels there on the edge overlooking the water and the sun, I think he hears in his heart, Aiden. It's okay, Father. And I think a final tear, a final part of Aiden that hoped falls into the sea, and he stands resolute, not quite sure but with his family. A distance that he does not know how to traverse ahead of him. And he'll gaze up at the sun, shimmer in its light, and vanish.
When first the gods came to Exandria, they came from a realm of eternal possibility. And their first and greatest sacrifice was to become real. In short, brief life, can even the infinite change? Realize, recognize, we do not see the gods. We only see light.
Oh, hi, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Light. Endless light of fractured divine memory, captured in a long-lost relic. Bits of cracked and ruined history realized once again. As the light fades, here in this dark subterranean ruin, the ruination of a once great and terrifying city, these memories resurface once more in the hands of a man born in the lingering fires of what the gods have done. And we'll pick up there next time with Bell's Hells. Thank you all so much for joining us. And is it Thursday yet? Good night.
Wow.
Wowie, 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 wowie. Meg, that was EXU Downfall.
It was.
What did you think?
I liked it a lot. I liked it. I really did.
It's crazy.
It was insane. That like
this last bit was
crazy. Yeah, that was wild. Like, wow. Like
all
all
of
the
arcane
wards.
wards.
Yeah. That it really makes me want to play a one shot that I'm a god. Like just to be able to feel that excitement and like be like, what? We get that? Like,
yeah, but how do you give the gods something that they can fight? I would love to do something like that, especially in our D&D game, our world that we play in. But yeah, that would I mean, it would definitely be fun.
I would die to play either one of my gods, like Anna or Lenora. I would die to play them.
Well, we said we were going to talk about notes for EXU Downfall.
Yes.
Now that we've gotten all the way to the end. So you have here the beginnings and, well, I shouldn't say the beginnings, the endings of Aeor. As it is known, you will get to explore Aeor a hell of a lot more in the Mighty Nine. And there were references in this 3-part series to some of the things that you'll learn about in the Mighty Nine. One of which is the Cognosa ward teleported itself away from the city. However, it still ends up crashing in Islecross. It is just, well, actually, no, it does not. I'm sorry. Scratch that. It does not end up there. It ends up somewhere completely different. I totally forgot about that. I keep thinking Somnova ward, which does end up in Islecross, but is not what I'm thinking of. The Cognosa ward ends up somewhere else. I know where it ends up now. The protective bubble that the matron puts over Cassida.
I was actually like thinking about that, and you were like, "Oh, I forgot about that." I'm like, "There's something with Cassida."
Not necessarily with Cassida. When the Mighty Nine travel through the ruins of Aeor, they find people encased in arcane bubbles that survived.
Oh,
they are alive but dead. It's very confusing.
Like undead?
And they're not. They are frozen in time.
Oh, like purgatory.
There's a scene in, I actually think it's in the Bell's Hells that happens a couple episodes before this, because the Bell's Hells are in Aeor. That's where they found this orb. It's like a historical orb in Aeor that was storing all this info about the city or whatever. And they're walking through Aeor, and they come across like a town square, and there is a woman frozen in place, frozen in time, casting a spell with a shimmering blue dome around her, and she has people in it with her. She seemed to have been some sort of mage who protected herself as the city was falling.
Oh.
And she looks normal, has no signs of damage, does not look hurt. And at the time, the players are like, oh my god, we have to figure out how to get into that bubble, but there's so much else that they have to do. And to this day, it's never answered what happened with those people.
Interesting.
It is fascinating. So the fact that the Matron of Ravens protected Cassida is fascinating, because theoretically anyone in the modern age of Exandria walking through Aeor could find Cassida.
Yeah. It's just her remains.
Yeah, I mean, she is dead. Her soul is gone, but there are folks in Aeor who theoretically are still alive, that lived, and not only that, but have the memory of the Godhammer.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Selena sent the knowledge of the weapon to all of the mages of Aeor, and we know for a fact some of those mages may or may not still be living if you could break the enchantment on them.
That would
that would be so bad.
So bad. Oh.
Uh-huh.
But they know all this information now due to the orb, so do they still want to break these barriers to let these people out, knowing that this could happen?
Well, the only people who have the knowledge of this, as of right now, are the Bell's Hells and the person they are trying to stop. Because the person they are trying to stop in the Bell's Hells campaign is intent on reactivating the Godhammer. It is someone who has done extensive research on Aeor, and someone who has the means and capabilities of bringing it back to life. In his attempt to convince the Bell's Hells that he is not all bad, he shows them what the gods wrought upon Aeor in the hopes of persuading them that they are not worth saving.
I see.
And the Bell's Hells, as a group, who are not religious folk, most of them are sorcerers and warlocks. There is one cleric who at this point has already passed, and had been replaced with someone else at that point. There was a PC death in the third campaign that actually was permanent. None of the folk in the campaign were especially religious. So for them, it really was a tough call of like, are the gods worth saving? And let me tell you, as someone who was watching it live every week, people could not be fucking normal about this conversation. There were so many like genuinely religious people in real life, people who were like Christian or Catholic or Protestant or Muslim or whatever, people who felt very prominently were so vocal about this campaign. Because I mean, they're basically talking about like, should we destroy the gods? Like, are
Yeah.
gods worth saving if they are not purely good? Very, very interesting campaign premise. The Bell's Hells is fascinating.
So juicy.
So at the end here, did you have a favorite?
Aiden. Well,
Aiden.
yeah, the
Yeah.
Dawnfather. Yeah.
Yeah. I still think Aiden was my favorite too.
Yeah. I really, really liked Aiden a lot. I don't know, like at first I was like, all right, the emissary really like, but then I just got to get to know Aiden a bit more and spend more time with him. I'm like, oh no, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah, completely different than I literally thought going into this, my favorite would be Everlight. But
I thought my favorite was going to be the matron, and I think every portrayal of the deities was really strong because I really liked Taliesin. We've talked about Talisin's performance a fair bit, but the way Taliesin portrayed the Wild Mother is so interesting because it's so different than what a lot of people expected.
it's reality though of nature. It's so accurate because I even at first I even told you I was like, I don't know, I like it, and then we talked about it, and I was like, you know what? That's very valid. Nature is not pretty. Nature is mean and violent. Yeah, and just it has beauty to it. Man,
I think Asha is a very interesting portrayal of the Wild Mother, one that I really enjoy. I think the Archheart being one of the things I really like about the Archheart is him being like, I gave magic to the world and now they're trying to kill me with it. But what is more beautiful than that?
Yeah.
Of my own gifts turning against me kind of thing. I loved that take because to me, when I think of how all of the gods reacted to everything, to me, that is the most divine response ever of, oh, I gave you the ability to do this and now you're doing it. How could I ever be angry with you? He brought this into existence, and I love that portrayal of him. I think the Everlight, as someone who is so warm and nurturing and mothering, I think is exactly what I expected of it.
Same. It's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Then like the matron being someone who is fair but not unkind, I think is a great way to look at death, of her telling the Everlight, I cannot extend your children's life, but I can assure you that they will be okay for now. You know, their lives are not going to be incredibly long-lived, but their lives are strong.
Yeah.
You know, and I love the assuredness of that. I love the idea of the Dawnfather being like, just this once, I wanted my brother to be wrong about what needed to be done, and then looking at the ruin and rot and going, and he was right once more. You know, seeing everything, and then of course we got a brief glimpse of the Lawbearer here at the end, with Nashir playing the Lawbearer, and I love the humanizing element that he gave of, if I was there, I would have broken my own rules to save my wife, and so therefore I had to break my rules to not go because I knew that I would not be fair and just. I think that's really interesting for a character who is justice and fairness and stuff.
I think they all played him very well.
Yes, 100%. Great performances all around, great characters, great cast. Love this cast to death.
It was good. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the cast of Calamity, and I still do, and I will defend that. But there was just something about Downfall.
Coming in, you know, I think it was a good balance of like, they all took care of each other, but it never felt like they didn't know each other. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it felt like comfortable.
Yes, comfortable I think is a perfect word for it.
Yeah, I really liked that. I don't know, they're just, it's really hard to even compare Calamity to Downfall because they are different.
So different.
So I'm not even going to try to compare it because I love them for each of their own things.
I will say, this is personal experience. I'd be curious to see what your response is to this as well. I like all of the characters in Downfall, where there were very clear favorites in Calamity, though.
Yes, 100%.
You and I did not fuck with Laren.
No, we did not. Not at all. Like,
We
Sarah,
did
I
not
would die
fuck
for
with
Sarah.
Laren.
Loved Sarah.
And Sarah and Nidus, I think, were my two favorites.
Mine too. I did not really care for Paisha. Laren, goodbye.
Paisha, I like Paisha.
She was...
Paisha redeemed herself a lot for me towards the end. I liked her from the beginning, but I have no real issue with Xerxes. I just think that there were more, for me, there were characters that I liked the portrayal of more. But in this version, I liked all of the gods.
Yeah, I liked all of them too.
Yeah.
Quay too. Love Quay.
Of course, Loquacious.
It's so hard. You can't compare the two. You can't.
And I guess now the question that Meg and I will be answering off camera as we wind down here for the night is, when do we watch Divergence?
That's a great question, Allison.
Which has Matthew Mercer and Liam O'Brien as players.
Oof. Say less.
I've only seen Divergence once, and I think I only half watched it. So Divergence will basically be a first-time watch for me. I remember the big stuff, but not all of it. So we'll get to that eventually, but
we will.
Well, Meg and I will sign off here for the night. Thank you guys so much for joining us. You guys can check us out in our new series coming out very soon. We will be doing The Boys. Come April 8th is going to be when The Boys premieres. We'll be filming that night, having it up hopefully sometime that weekend. If not, the following week we'll have all those up. We'll go to weekly uploads for that. Whenever Vox Machina Season 4 comes out, we'll be getting to that as well. And eventually, sometime in the future, we will be getting to Interview with the Vampire as well, depending on when things come out and how everything goes. But thank you guys so much for joining us for right now. We will see you guys in the next one.
Bye!